Hello and welcome back to the Home Renovation Experts. It's been a while. Does it feel like it's been a while? But basically, I'm back. So keep an eye on the channel. There's lots of new content coming. And that brings me on to where we are right now. This is nice, isn't it? Look, can you see this? I'll come back to this corner. It is a boudoir, which is very good. Can you see? I'm just going to swing around just so you kind of get a feel for the space. Yeah, I don't know what this... Come with me. It's weird, isn't it? Look. Let me put that in. Why? What the... Look at that. You don't see these very often. In fact, this is probably the second time I've ever seen just a flush wall, bang, with a recessed shower put in. So basically the staircase is going down that way, so there's a bit of space, so they kind of put that in. You're trying to use the space, happy days, amazing, but a bit weird. But what am I doing here? What is the plan? Well, fun enough, that thing will come in handy because I'm putting in a huge ensuite. So basically we are going to divide this room up. So from just over there, stud wall all the way across here, we're going to put a doorway in here. So you'll come into, look at the acting, hand, boom, in you come into your nice ensuite. We are going to have a freestanding bath, 1700 by 750, I think, coming in here. So I'm going to build a little plinth just to sort of stand it up on, just going to be run for the waste going into here. This is obviously all getting ripped out because there's a heap of sugar, but obviously because the shower goes back to here, so I think it's a crappy bit of wall. We can just see it here. So this is all going to be opened up. This door we're blocking, so it just means skimming, making good the other side of the plaster on the hall side, and we're going to have a massive 1700 by 800 shower tray here, walk-in, obviously. We're going to have a macerator toilet here. Why a macerator, Steve? Excellent question, viewer. The reason is because the only waste I've got is a 40mm shower waste, which everything's going to be connected to. So obviously I'm not going to try and get 100mm like waste stack in here because that's just a pain in the arse. It's bloody miles away. I've done work in this house before. We've got two in it and they're all on the other side of the house, so it doesn't really work. So macerator toilet, fit one before, amazingly good and really simple. That's going to connect to that. We're going to do a 2-bar pump, which will pump for the shower. And we're going to have freestanding pillar taps here, so they'll be pumped as well. On the inside of this wall, it's all very visual, you have to use your imagination. On this stud wall we're going to build across this way, there'll be a sink unit here, and there'll also be a massive towel radiator, a huge one, big chrome on, proper posh. And then also we're going to do spotlights in here and all that kind of jazz. Floor's going to be LVT flooring. We're going to stick in a socket on this side of the wall for the bedroom. Yeah, it's going to be bloody good fun, and we're toying up, we'll be fully tiled, but I think we're just going to tile the splash area for the shower, possibly just around the bath as well, and then we might just paint the rest, because the thing is, fully tiling the bathroom and ensuite is lovely, but actually with this lovely fresh window coming in, all the nice light, you don't need to try and capture and utilize the light as much. So to actually then have like an area where you've got a freestanding bath, pillar taps, all that kind of posh, really cool stuff, it's nice to then pick a colour, like not in tiles, but just paint. Get rid of the crappy skirting, nice tall skirting. In here, the plan is going to be, once it's just open right up, I've got at home some scaffold boards, which I brought for lady. Say no more. So we're going to possibly plane those right down and build shelves out of those, stain them up. So that whole recess will probably be replastered, or might do it in MDF, finish it in white with a stained top. We're not too sure. We're going to open it up, see what we got, and then make some decisions. But yeah, this is going to be a hell of a cool project. I cannot wait to show you. It's got everything I love doing. It's got tiling, it's got painting, bit of plastering, it's got like building a stud wall and building a plinth for a bath. It's just got all my tick boxes. So this is a passion project for me. So I'm going to shut up, get off, get sheeting up, get my tools upstairs, and get cracking. Once I've finished this cup of tea. Well, priorities first, Steve, right? Right, some of the bits and pieces in, the basic bits to get me cracking and started. So the first job I want to do is because I'm toying with an idea. So basically, because we've got a shower on this end, so we've got two 20mm pipes going up to feed the shower. We've also got the 40mm waste coming from the, what do you call it, shower tray, which I might run in 50 until it gets to the 40, just to give it a better flow, but we'll do that a bit in a minute. Is I might pack this wall out with stud to allow for the pipe work to run, because the macerator toilet, which I'm going to fit, you can't really squeeze much behind it because it's got about maybe 30mm space behind to get stuff in. But what I'm thinking is this shower bit, obviously you've got this massive recess which goes behind here, so obviously all this wall hither is coming out, which if you're very careful and you look very, very smart, you can just see there's a crappy line in this wall. So this is where they've plasterboarded it to fit this thing in. Nice and hollow, solid there. So my I'm thinking is I might be able to, once I get this out, open up this aperture completely so I can see exactly where the dog sees the rabbit. I then might be able to put the Master toilet on here, and then I might be able to chip out a tiny bit of this brickwork here to allow my 40mm or 50mm to waste from the shower behind it, and then I wouldn't have to pack this wall out, which wouldn't be a problem having to pack it out, but it just kind of saves a job. So that is my plan of action. I'm going to kind of get this bit all boshed out, open this bad boy up because I can't wait to see this room opened up. And really that's the only ripping out part of this job, is that part there. So I'm going to rip it, see where we end up, see what sort of shape we've got, see where the shower's going to fit in relation to the toilet, and start planning that side of it. So wish me luck, I'm going in. That's not going too bad, is it? Right, there you go, midway point to get you a bit more close up and you can see what's going on. So obviously you can see from a distance, rippy out. There you go. Here's all the plumbing, that was for the old shower, coming up obviously from the loft access over this way somewhere. It's very nice. So that's what's coming down in 22s, which is perfect. So that'll go basically, well, it's going to split because I'm also going to put in a 2-bar power shower, which will pump the shower, like I said, and the bath taps. And I'll do a separate feed for the sink because I think, yeah, I mean, if you like 2-bar pressure pump, that'd be launching at you, which would be sweet. But I'm going to test it and see what's what once I kind of get this all spread. What's the word? Knocked out, yeah. Now the other thing is, obviously, I was wondering where the waste is going. I don't know if you can see. I'm going to put you under anyway. But you can just see it's just under there, so it runs out that direction. So I'll finish getting this all stripped out. I'm going to get rid of the crap that's in the corner for a second, get into the skip, do our process, getting all this out, get the tiles off, get the shower tray out, and I can see exactly what's what and what's where and where it's all going, which would be fantastic because, you know, even at pricing, you can't see exactly what's going on, so it's good to get the eyes on. Oh yeah, but time for a quick cup of tea first because it's a bit parched after that dust. Well, you can see that went quite nicely. So there you go. You can see that is lovely jubbly. So there's the pipe, goes out the wall, goes into the cavity and disappears in that direction somewhere. So I don't really mind where it goes, as long as it's connected to the other end. It's an old shower, it used to work, it started leaking from here somewhere, disconnected, so the waste should be absolutely fine. You can see, here we go, all nice and tidy now. So what I'm going to do is, it's going to be a return. So tomorrow, once I get back in, well, basically I'm not going to pull that out yet, the base, because obviously I'm still going to build a base for plinth for the bath to go on. So it could be the perfect height by the time I decide on like the waste and figuring all that kind of stuff out now. So why waste good wood? If it's there and it's ready to rock and roll, then there's a chance I can just match that wood and then job done. Happy days. Client come in, this is a big space. I mean, that is a huge ass space, isn't it? It's just over 1200 wide, to give you some perspective, which is like, that's a good size. So we're gonna sort of sit on it for a night or two, keep looking at it, plan it out, and we're talking potentially putting like a shelf at the bottom and a couple of cupboard doors. So that way you can put a shelf in there so you can store some stuff away, then you can have some floating shelves across the top, and that could be what we do with it. But it's early days, like I said, it wasn't part of the price, just, well, ripping it out was, but just to decide what we're gonna do, and we'll play it by ear. But yeah, happy days really. So tomorrow's plan will be to assess all that sort of stuff, finish tidying up, and then it'll be building the beautiful stud wall across here. Oh yeah, nail gun day. You've got to love a nail gun day. So that is it, I'm off. I'll see you tomorrow. Don't forget to like, subscribe, any comments, leave them. I know some people have been leaving comments over the year I've been off grid. I haven't really been on it that much, obviously, but now I'm more active now. I should try and get back to your questions as well. So crack on, I'll see you tomorrow.